Greetings, everyone. I'm Andrew Bartzis. This is our continuing series of Living the Mystical Life Daily. In previous episodes, we learned about spiritual photosynthesis and aligning your energetic footsteps to the north, south, east, and west. These individuated techniques that have come here are there to assist all people in the different expression of discovering what your great spirit is. The next layer here, we're going to be talking about trust and the many forms that trust comes in. Trust is one of those things that comes down to a set of choice points in which we are going to determine if we are going to exchange energy with someone. In the spiritual photosynthesis process, we trusted that the sun was doing what its natural divine co-creative purpose is. When we look to trust the divine spirit working within us, there's a seed of self-doubt at times. We must challenge ourselves to overcome that choice point of self-doubt with the spirit working within us, the great higher spirit that is us. Many of us have experienced traumas over many lifetimes that has given judgments or justifications for the mistrust, but many of those are just programs that exist inside the body to limit expression. They exist in our sympathetic and our parasympathetic. Oftentimes we trust our internal feelings and we get opportunities to learn from them, whether it's good or bad or indifferent, that comes from the layers of trust and knowingness that's there. When we apply the next layer of spiritual progression to us, we learn our minds create our reality and co-create our reality. Our world has many layers to it. There are many ways of perception, deception, and misconceptions that guide our subtle form of trusting in spirit. Trusting in spirit is a choice to allow the infinite to be a part of your perspective of life. In equal co-creation, Source incarnate is here right now in this moment, asking us to use the function of love to exchange trust with each other. That fundamental energy that all beings that have been born innately know in the fetus in their mother's womb. The deepening of that infinite trust and knowingness is what we all seek in living the mystical life daily, that we can allow our hearts to be fully here in the now without the worry of something coming into our field and smashing that heart frequency and taking away from our great experience. We have the tools of contract revocation to put a boundary of energetic voice there that says, no, I do not trust that energy and I do not exchange energy with it. We say no to the perverted masculine and feminine concepts that are out there, saying we no longer trust in the fundamentals brought to us by an artificial intelligence, presenting to be people in the form of a government that truly does not recognize anyone that's in it. When we allow ourselves the bigger scale and size of the teachings of trust to be aligned with our same spiritual photosynthesis mind that accepts the vision we're creating, that sun is real, we can connect to the greater mythos of trust in our reality, that there's a divine celestial being working with us all, holding space so we may grow in our knowingness, in our frequencies of light, our wisdom, our action, our karmas, dharmas, and everything else that to be experienced. Our former perceptions color our future perceptions, and the I am self now in the DNA technology is one of the hardest spiritual progresses to have in the very nature of our universe. We are 7-color experiencing time beings about to experience a whole new color, where the implicate order of the choice points of trust are innately implicated within our frequency, meaning we have defined the layers of our reality and have given boundaries to all energetic beings, collective consciousness creations, or universal expressions, how we exchange energy, when we exchange energy, and what our trust expressed is in spirit, in unity, in communication, in union and communion with all sentient beings, sharing the common moral code of do no harm to any sentient kind. These are the things that we look to live within our daily life, our daily footsteps as the shaman within, beating with the heart and stepping with the foot, aligned with all directions of life, allowing the perfect synchronicities of all expressions to be had in the sacred neutral point of view that does not use judgment or justice in its functionary purpose. Mysticality, living the mystical, is taking the justice and justification out of our perception and allowing the choice points of trust to not have other subtle implications that affect our reality. Our consciousness creates our reality and modifies it based off of our previous experiences based in trust or trauma. We cannot allow the trauma body to rule our trust anymore. We must return trust to the heart and the state of knowingness that says, I am ready to expand and explore the next states of life. I am ready to live the mystical life daily with each footstep, with each heartbeat, with each thought. I manifest the mystical because it is your sovereign duty. You have earned the right to the next level. You have this moment of self-trust to allow coincidence to turn into synchronicity that shows you the magical flow within. Spiritual photosynthesis, as that teaching, is to take that exterior spatial flow of the sun and the scale that it's working on to nourish your inner mind, your inner soul, your inner purpose, to fill every cell with your body with the nourishment of a celestial being holding space and spiritual and physical mechanics that have spatial rules and reality that we all trust in. All of those functionary processes, integrating them into living the mystical life daily. This series is culminating to an event on September 3rd and 4th. And if you click on the button below, you'll have the opportunity to be at the event. And if you do, I'll see you there with a whole new layer of teachings. Thank you very much.